It's been a really kick-ass couple years with Skidmark.
I've had a lot, yeah. You've had more fun with it than I have.
I've had a little bit of fun.
You get to drive it and do all the fun shit, and then I get to fix it when you fucking tear the bumper off.
Which is fixed, by the way. It's beautiful again.
Yeah, again.
You got to drive it, though, in Vegas. I mean, you got to rip it down the freaking, down the strip. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got to drive it a little bit.
We've showed it off. This truck has pretty much traveled the country.
Yeah.
And but it's officially time for Skidmark not to be anymore.
Not to be here anymore.
Maybe.
But hopefully whoever does buy it enjoys the shit out of it and they drive it. God, I hope they drive it.
Like Mike said, I hope whoever buys Skidmark at Barrett-Jackson really drives it, sends us pictures, sends us videos, I mean, tags us and everything. I hope we see it out at shows, But
I hope they don't get mad that your shoes are on their tailgate. I mean, it ain't theirs yet, but it could be. And
there's been so much worse in this tailgating bed, and it's held up, Mike.
I know.
You've done a good job.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I mean, it does suck to see it go.
It's almost depressing, bro.
Yeah, if you had a choice, price is exactly the same. Okay? So you could buy either truck, price is the same. What do you buy?
Dude, that's 100% legit. I don't know, because these are two of my favorite builds I've ever been a part of, and I know it's odd, but there's two different lifestyles with them.
Exactly.
MF, I would drive that thing every single day to work. I would love it. My kids would play in it. I would go pick stuff up in it. I would take it to the track. Skidmark would set like a prize trophy, and I would go to every car show in the world and win everything, by the way, because that's what Skidmark does. So it's got two different, I don't know, there's two different worlds.
You're not answering the question.
Because I can't.
You have to. You have your current situation. You work here, you live where you live, you have as many kids as you have, you're married, all the stuff. You have a choice. You have this truck or that truck. That's what you get. Which one are you picking?
Skidmark.
Okay. I'm picking MF79.
Well,
because I live on property, you live on property.
Yeah, but I have a truck, though.
No, but no, you don't. You picking which one you're driving.
Oh, that's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
I just do Skidmark.
You still do Skidmark?
Yeah, I just throw shit in the back. If it's mine by then, it's going to get beat up anyways. We already know that.
That's the thing, is I'd be so worried about having to fix a paint all the time. I'd be like over there just like every day, like freaking out over it. And I know with MF79, I could just get it muddy, get it dirty, and beat the ever-loving dog shit out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, Skidmark could pretty much be the same as what you've already had to do, because I drive it around.
I know, but I'd yeah, you're right.
Well, hey, I mean, if you want MF and I want this, I mean, Richard's not here right now, and the door's right there.
I don't know if you've looked at your bank account lately, but if it's anything like my bank account, we ain't buying either one of these trucks, buddy.
You right. So for those who forgot, I don't know how you would, about all the details of these trucks, let's do a quick tour on them real quick before they leave. First off, Mike, this is probably the sexiest paint job you've ever done, in my opinion. I know people will think the colors are weird, but I think it makes Skidmark, and it's absolutely glass.
I like the colors too. I, was a little thrown off at first too. Richard did kind of pick the colors. I'm gonna have to give him that one, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we did add the gold and the flat gold and stuff inside, and those little things. But no, I think it came out good. Me painting it and doing the work, and little Mike, We
got amazing paint. Our billet badging from Titans of CNC, along with the grill.
That shit's cool.
Perfect.
That's so cool.
Amazing. And then, we hop into the bed. We got our quick latches that hold the old thing down. This right here, a lot of y'all don't know, is the only thing that me and Mike personally hate about Skidmark, is this damn bed lift opening latch thing. This killed us for a solid week.
It was longer than a week.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do it.
We changed our mind too many times is what happened.
But I thought this truck was just bought and put together.
Yeah. Everybody thinks that we just, bolted on parts, buy and bolt. Yeah, but I don't know if there's anything on this truck that we didn't touch.
No, we did. We definitely worked every corner of it. This thing, though, I mean, it's not like I don't dislike it.
Now that it's done.
Yeah, now that's done, but it was a chore to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, now you have access to your Currie rear end, which I don't know why you would ever need access to a Currie because they're so damn good.
Yeah, you're never gonna work on it.
You're never gonna work on it because they're. I mean, you change fluid, but
you can show off. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
that's a big dollar sign right there. That you know, you're pretty much just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
By that he means like.
But you know, we got our badass Airlift Performance, and Shawnee B came in and hardlined that, so it's gorgeous up there. We got a couple Air Zenith pumps, which I mean, if you know about Air Ride, that's top of the line stuff. Full TCI chassis.
Yes.
Let me just throw this out there for people that don't know. You could take Skidmark and put this thing on coilovers and like some good sticky wheels and tires, and you could take this truck to the track. Like 100%, and probably go ruin everybody. Like, Skidmark's a monster.
You can take the body off of this truck, and it would still show
Yeah.
as good as it would with the body on it.
Yeah,
I mean, that chassis is nice.
Yeah.
And it was like a one-off chassis.
Yeah. So they did a grounded chassis, but the biggest they had ever done was a 20 or a 22.
Yeah.
And when we brought it to them, about the 24s, they was like, we're up for the challenge. And we don't lay pinch welds in this truck because it is a show truck, but we're an 1/8 to a quarter from laying pinch
Which is
welds.
perfect.
Yeah.
You're not going to tear up your rockers.
Exactly. So, I mean, for them to, and it was like a 2-week span, they got that chassis knocked out into us.
Which they're producing now, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but I mean, there's nothing you could buy or build to do anything better on Skidmark, I don't think. And then, I mean, we'll come around here to the wheels. But quick stop. Even our side marker lights are all billet, by the way. I mean, just another aspect real quick. But to the wheels, Mike.
Okay.
This has been a controversy in the shop between me and you.
It has.
Personally.
It has. I love JTX Forged.
Best
There's
of the
nothing
best.
wrong with the wheel manufacturer. The
Yeah.
wheel manufacturer is great. This particular wheel, however, I don't like the look of the wheel. Like I said, JTX, I would put it on anything, and I would trust the build quality.
The
of
wheel's
everything.
perfect.
Yes,
Just you don't like the styling.
I don't like the style. I think it's too big and too blocky, and we have such a badass set of brakes on there, and you can't see them.
I personally, this is a thing, I've loved these wheels since the day that they sent them to us. These are one-off for us, and me and Chris and Richard kind of went back and forth and designed these wheels and came up with this pattern. The one downside is 100% what you said. We do have a very large, very expensive Wilwood set behind here with electronic e-brakes, 16-inch rotors. I mean, monster, and you don't see them. So, sorry about that, Wilwood, but I like our JTXs. I don't think Skidmark would be the same truck.
I like JTXs, but I think that we should have had a more open, racy type wheel design. Like, almost like what we have here, where you can, but that's what I like, okay? I like
it
this
is like
look.
a race truck. What do you
Right.
want? What do you want Skidmark to look like a race truck for?
No, I want you to be able to see what's happening under there. Like I said, they're cool wheels. I just don't feel like they fit this truck. But you love them on this truck, and you know what? It's okay for you to be wrong. What? It happens all the time.
You're so stupid. All right, so let's go to the cab. Everybody thinks once again that we didn't do anything. We just bolted stuff together. One really cool thing that I will give Mike that he did, and I love this about Skidmark, and I think people don't notice it while they notice it, if it makes any sense, is the drip rail. Mike did a smoothing and kind of made it feel like a more modern drip rail instead of either shaving it off to where it looks like Mike's head, or having the old school just sheet metal style, drip rail to where it still looks old. It really gives the cab a gorgeous look, and I've always liked that aspect about it that you did. I think it's kick-ass.
We spent a lot of time on those drip rails to
Yeah.
get them to look the way they do.
And then back to the billet. I like that, back to the billet. Billet door handles, billet locks. The hinges, by the way, are billet. They're awesome. Pedals, billet, steering wheel, Billet.
That steering wheel, still to this day, dude, I would put that on every single thing. I don't care what it is. I'd put it on a motorcycle. I like that steering wheel so much. It's cool. That's a nice freaking steering wheel.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Sparc Industries are the JTX of wheels and steering wheels. I mean, you can't get any better.
They're the top.
Yeah.
Top. I mean, just a steering wheel that's that beefy and meaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
You know, and then the interior of this truck. This is one more thing that we have to give Richard on these dang colors of this truck. From day one, he said the colors, and it was like, we just kind of stood there and scratched our head like, dude, what? The green with yellow insert in the tweed, and I didn't picture it.
Yeah, but it looks great.
No, it's amazing. When it landed, it was like, okay, we have to give it to you, or you know, that hit. But
Well, he had the green, but we did sell him on the gold.
the gold did look.
We had to help a little bit.
Yeah. The seats, Mike Losh, Buddy Buckets, dude.
Buddy buckets are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Skidmark is a very, very comfortable truck when you're in there too. I mean, it's not your giant bench Chevy seat that you're bouncing around in. It's not, you know, those were pretty comfy, but it's also not a race seat. This is a very comfortable, nice setup.
Yeah, it's like a new car seat.
It is.
With an old car style.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then hidden behind that is one of his sub boxes that we, you know,
Which fit awesome.
perfect, sounds great.
Sounds good.
And you know, Marsh threw in all the Hertz and Audison in this thing.
Yeah.
By the way, you can't see audio in Skidmark. It's packed with it. It's some badass stuff. Skidmark jams. It gets down.
Yeah, it gets down.
By the way, everything that we build has AC, heat, all of that. It doesn't. We don't skip those things. It has an amazing AC and those Restomod vents.
Oh, I know. The vents are cool.
Everything
Everything on this is cool. So it's like, where do you stop? Because everything is cool. You know?
100%. By the way, those are Billet too. Billet vents, you know.
Yes, also billet.
All the Billets.
Also billet. Did you mention all the billet?
I think I
'Cause
touched
there's
on
a
the
lot.
Billet. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of machining happening
Well, I mean,
on this truck.
dude, big one-off that we did. It was the first thing. There was a lot of firsts on Skidmark too that a lot of people don't understand. This truck we built in like 45 days, and there was so many things that were. This is first. This concept, you know. This is the first trial run. A big one that we actually had a lot of battle with that people don't know is our shifter. Low Car hooked us up with a automatic shifter, but you can bump it over and do a bump shift like a modern car. So you can actually shift Skidmark and give it, you know, a little bit.
Yeah, just like
could do
all the
burnouts.
new cars. Your new Corvettes are that way.
Yep.
Your new Porsches are that way.
Yep.
You know, it's everything that you would have. I mean, hell, your new Honda Civics are that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you bump it over and you got your gear selector.
Yeah,
You
you can
know,
do
the
some
only
speed
thing
shift.
we're lacking is some paddle shifters. But you could throw those on here if you wanted.
Yeah, no, 100% and tie into that shifter. So, I mean, that was another one-off. That was a first.
There just
No.
weren't any billet ones except that were.
The knob
available
is.
at the- No, I'm talking about.
Oh, paddles. Yeah,
paddle
no.
shifters at the time.
Billet. You know.
So.
Did we mention Billet?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Mention the billet.
Do you remember the big Billet grill?
How can I forget the big billet grill? What was it? 800 pounds? What was
Started
it?
at 800 pounds. Let's go admire it
All right.
one last time.
Like I said, that is one of my. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole truck.
There, the grill. And once again, Billet.
Yeah. Yes.
Did we mention Billet?
Titans of CNC are the baddest son of a bitches on the planet. I don't care what it is.
If everybody knew the grill that we scanned to give to them.
Yeah, it was a busted up shitty grill.
Sorry, Barry. Yeah. This is. I definitely think that this is a centerpiece of Skidmark is the grill. I remember walking down the aisle at SEMA and like you could just see it.
Yeah.
Like it was just like boom, you know.
These guys, they're insane. You remember when they brought the grill over? They brought that skateboard that they machined.
Oh, the one you try to get.
Yes.
Yeah. We
still need
one of those.
They machine anything you want. The camera my guy's holding here, they can machine that. You want a life-size thing of Josh?
They 100%
They can
can
machine
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Down to the whisker. That's what's crazy.
What whisker?
All of those whiskers.
Oh,
They can
I thought I had a
individually
random.
machine all those whiskers.
No, they're
They're
monsters.
insane.
And it shows. I mean, the emblems, Skidmark's grill, everything is just badass. But
Yeah.
we mentioned billet, but there's even more billet under the hood.
I know there is.
Oh my god.
You want to open the hood?
Yeah. Skidmark is just beautiful. It's pretty, but let's get down to the meat of things. What is a badass truck without a badass power plant?
This does have a badass power plant.
And I have to say that Scoggin-Dickeys has built one of the sexiest sounding engines I've heard.
Yeah.
I will throw it out there.
No, yes, they've built a lot of sexy sounding engines, not just this one. A lot.
Dude, I'm telling you, I remember starting this on the floor to move it out, and everybody's moving their vehicles, and everybody's all excited, ready, and like we fire up Skidmark, and everybody just kind of stopped and was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And it knocked it out apart. 6.6 liter L8T.
And we're at, I don't remember, we're at 700?
Naturally aspirated, raw, just monster horsepower.
700 horsepower. And the intake is what gets me, dude. Like, I want to pack a lunch in that damn thing. Like, I want to drive to work, open the hood, lift the intake, pull out my lunch, because that is the biggest and baddest intake. Pull out some sandwiches and be like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
LME, I don't know if y'all know who they are, but they are a very custom one-off shop. We're working with them again, by the way. Keep a lookout for what's coming. But they absolutely killed this intake. Everything about Skidmark is badass, but when you open this hood, that's the first thing you see is this big old monster, one-off, beautiful intake, man. And I have to say thank you to them, because just like the Titans, they have absolutely put, tons of hours into that, making that, and it's just, dude, it's just gorgeous.
But you can buy all this stuff, right? I mean, now you can buy that intake?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I could buy that intake for my Maverick.
Well, Mike, I don't know if you could buy that. I don't know if we make enough money to get this.
There you go. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just like the grill. I mean, yes, technically you could go buy it. I just don't know if
I don't even carry my wallet anymore.
it just falls out because there's no money.
It's so empty. Well,
it's so light.
I open it up and there's like, hey, you owe us money. I'm like, damn, that's in my wallet.
How'd they get that bill in there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, you do open the hood and you can see those big old gorgeous Wilwoods, though.
Yes, under here, yes, you can.
Well, where your hand's at, let's talk on this. This behemoth of a monster billet wizard racing radiator.
Yes.
I mean, dude, this is just sexy.
Yeah, it's the whole package. It's got everything. It's got your brakes. It's got your power. It's got your look. It's got your cooling. It's got your air conditioning. It's got your comfort. I mean, your ass is going to be comfortable. Your hands are going to be comfortable on the steering wheel. The shifters. I mean, it's a complete package.
So when we go back to talking about MF and Skidmark, you technically could get in Skidmark and drive it across country and be comfortable too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
no, you absolutely could. There's nothing wrong with Skidmark. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with Skidmark in that aspect. It's just I would be mad if a bug got on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the thing with me and Skidmark.
Well,
and I live on 40 acres in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't have a normal driveway. I have a rock, mud driveway.
you can lift it.
Rock, mud driveway. Them tires, all this would be ruined in a day.
Well, not ruined, because there's another aspect to Skidmark that we haven't touched on. And that's the fact that System X ceramic coated this entire truck. Entire truck.
Yeah, I know.
So you could pretty much just take a water hose and just, and
Rinse
it would just go right away.
Right. Yeah.
So,
It does have that.
I mean, that's a good aspect.
I know where you're at. I really do. And I love this truck. I'm telling you, I would love to have it. But let's go look at the MF. MF79. We need to go back over that.
All right.
Okay, so our 79 Ford F100. This thing is just raw. Is nasty. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
I'd almost argue with that. I like patina.
Okay, it's not a Skidmark brand.
Okay, there. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But dude, once again, 800 horsepower, supercharged Coyote engine. But look, you get some dirt on it. Who cares?
Did you just kick him, man?
Yeah, can you do that to Skidmark? Huh?
I mean, that bumper. The bumper right behind you
Would
kind
you
of
do-
says that I did.
Would you do this and just hang out with your buddies and throw a beer in the back, sitting at your place, sitting on the tailgate?
You got a point. You got a point.
Go out there and do some donuts, pull it back in, still looks the same.
That's the best part. Is like, you could go unload some hay bales in your field, close the tailgate, go
and mock Jesus.
Yeah, and then go rip a Mustang or a Camaro's ass. Like,
Yeah.
you'd kill him.
You could load the hay bales, dump the tailgate, do a bunch of donuts, and throw the shit out the back and not even care.
You got a point, dude. That is
Even care.
an amazing aspect of MF.
Underneath this thing is everything is done, dude. It's the full chassis is painted. The underneath is coated.
Oh, I remember.
Like, and inside is super comfortable too.
Yeah, and clean. Everything's
And
painted.
Yes, everything is painted.
It's gorgeous. You know, and then you talk about the chassis. Let's talk about the ride tech suspension that's under here.
Yeah.
Because, dude, not only will this thing kill anything that gets next to it in a straight line, it will also get on a road course and absolutely murder. Like, this thing is a monster with handling.
Do you think this is faster than Skidmark?
Ooh, okay.
You've driven both of them more than I have.
And it goes to, they're two different builds, two different styles. It's also in power too. I think that a drag race Skidmark honestly would beat it because it's got a real bottom end, naturally aspirated grunt. But if you get MF79 in any kind of RPM, it's game over. This thing, once you get it in RPM, it's just, so like a roll race, Skidmark would just have to be set and look pretty.
Really?
I hate saying it, but yeah, that's my baby over there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, in a roll race aspect or any road course, no, MF eats anything inside of both of our buildings.
Yeah.
It's a monster, dude. It's a monster, and it sticks. That's the crazy thing, dude. You mat it, it's
Straight.
gone. Yeah, it's gone. Just like I'm sad to get rid of Skidmark, I know you don't want to get rid of MF79.
I don't.
But dude, we just gotta call the trucks here to pick them up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna assume that you wanna drive Skidmark one last time, and
Yeah.
I'll roll out in MF79 and.
I'll go grab Skidmark, and then while I'm doing that, and while you're moving this out, maybe you can give Brandon a quick rundown of the interior MF, because it is perfect.
God, I hope they go to a good home. She's old. You gotta own her. You gotta see the interior on this. Like I said, the outside is not good. It's kind of ugly, but I mean, this got everything you need too. You know, the dash is super cool that we got from Holley. The seats came from TMI, and everything's Alcantara suede. Marsh did the audio in this too, so it's got a banging audio. You know, our Wilwood pedals. Everything about this is just as nice as Skidmark, but in a different way. I don't know, this one's my favorite.
And I gotta say that I think I showed Mike who's boss on that one. guys, both trucks are loaded up, ready to go to Barrett. We had to come over and check it out. It's just a cool looking view, but now it's time to go get Richard's Roadster that he bought and load it up. It'll also be rolling the block. I think it rolls Thursday. So be on the lookout for all the cars, man, and please buy them for some good money so we can build some more shit this year.